Hi, this is Kim Watson of Easy Trader doing an exclusive review for ForexBase.com looking at the key economic data being released this week. Okay, the big stories, well, in last week's big stories there was little in the way of surprises, and obviously, I say obviously, but the price action on the currencies reacted very little to the news events. This week it's really a case of employment and interest rate decisions, more so or more focused on the ECB in terms of will they or won't they take some further measures that they're talking about. I'll come on to that in a moment though. So for today, we've just seen the manufacturing figures come out. The manufacturing PMI actually comes out 2 minutes before the schedule, which is shown on many calendars at 9:28. This was a little bit disappointing, although there was some reasonable news in terms of exports within it. So it did give a good trade for us in our trade newsroom, but it may be a bit limited in terms of where it's going. But the currencies are drifting off anyway this morning. The currencies being the euro and the pound dollar. Looking later on this afternoon, we've got the US manufacturing figure come out. This doesn't give such a big move or such consistent moves as the UK figure, so I wouldn't be looking to trade it, but it is still nevertheless important. Tomorrow, Tuesday the 4th, we've got the UK construction PMI figures coming out at 9:30. This has been a funny figure recently with a lot of these UK PMI figures. One thing I would suggest is that we'd seen this nice steady growth for some time, and then we're sort of seeing this sort of move where it's just plateaued out a little bit and just drifting off a little. Now, unless something sort of stimulates the economy a bit, we could just carry on drifting a little bit more to the downside. But if there's something that just causes a bit of stimulant, we could carry on that sort of growth curve. But for now, it's looking, as I say, plateaued out a little bit. So these figures are getting less reaction. So this won't be one I'll be trading, but it does come out 9:30 tomorrow all the same. Then Wednesday we've got three key numbers coming out, news numbers coming out. We got the 9:28. We've got the services PMI. Now this is in terms of the UK GDP. The services PMI or services count for a bigger percentage of manufacturing or anything else. So it's a very key number that comes out at 9:28 and not the 9:30 that's on most calendars. That may create some activity. Again, we've plateaued until now, so it'll be interesting to see whether we get a decent reaction from that. I will be trading it though. Moving into midday, we've got the US ADP figures coming out 1:15. These are a little bit variable, and this because of the variability compared to the proper non-farms that come out on the Friday, they seem to get a little bit less reaction, and we normally see about a 20 pip price reaction to this news, so it's not massive. Then later in the afternoon we've got the US non-manufacturing figures coming out. The US services, in other words, doesn't really create a big stir in general, so I'm not too worried about those. Moving on to Thursday, much more interesting day in some respects for the locals. We've got the UK Bank of England rate decision. I can't see much coming from that unless Carney decides to clarify the adjustments or the long-term guidance that he's given, whether he'll reduce the job figure from 7 to 6.5 or something. But I don't think we're going to get major moves around that level. However, at 12:45 we've got the ECB rate decision. Now Draghi's been speaking in the press conferences until late that they have got other tools to use to help the euro. It will be interesting to see whether the rate decision, we get a negative deposit rate. There are rumours circulating amongst analysts that we may get a negative deposit rate rather. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. If not, we'll be following the press conference even more closely at 1:30. Leading to Friday, and the big figure for the week and often the month is the US non-farm payrolls. Often gives at least a 60 pip move when this price action comes out in either direction. It's a big figure at the moment. Again, just like the UK, the US were using it as a guidance in terms of when they should be doing more and more tapering. Although they've started that, it still will play a key part in terms of future decisions. So that will be watched very, very closely. Okay, that's it for me. Hope you have a great week. Bye for now.